Paula, one of our ECAP group members, told me of a similar experience after her daughter was murdered in a brutal assault at her college. At the murderer's trial, a bird appeared in the window, making an awful racket and disturbing the proceedings. Paula said she knew it was her daughter because she always demanded a lot of attention. Later, at the wedding of Paula's other daughter, another bird appeared, cackling raucously, interrupting the outdoor ceremony. Then, after Paula finished telling this story in the group, a bird began squawking at the window, and everyone turned to Paula and said, "I guess that's your daughter again." Recently, I was out jogging on a cold, dark December morning. A bird followed me for half an hour, chirping and sharing with me. When I came home, I said to Bobby, "Someone died and just said goodbye." Wednesday, I got a phone call and learned that a patient I'd been very close to, who was in another state, had died at that time. Perhaps my most dramatic experience of after-death communication concerns Bill, the physician who knew he had cancer after one instance of difficulty in swallowing. He joined ECAP, but always remained somewhat distant, quiet, and observant. His wife had told others. He never bought the package. 3 months after Bill had died of his cancer, a young college student came to my office to interview me. She said she'd been in a healing circle the night before. The medium who was directing the circle had asked if there was any message from me. She handed me a card. "To Bernie from Bill, with love and peace. If I had known it was this easy, I'd have bought the package a long time ago and wouldn't have resisted so much." When I called his wife, she said, "That's what he always told me after the meetings he would attend, but he said he couldn't buy the package. When he was quite sick, I asked him if he was ready to die. He said, considering the alternative, no." The people in the healing circle knew nothing about who Bill was, yet there was the same phrase he and his wife used. "Love and peace" is the closing I use for all my letters. Who else could this note be from? How can I help but believe and share this belief with others? But whatever explanation you prefer for these experiences, there's no denying that learning to love conquers the fear of death and can liberate incredible healing energy. The closing lines of Emmett Fox's sermon are the key. If only you could love enough, you would be the happiest, most powerful being in the world. You become invulnerable. This, I feel, is the real future of medicine. Scientists often say you must see in order to believe, but I know you must believe in order to see. In medicine and science, we are generally told seeing is believing, and then we are told what to see and to ignore everything else. However, the spiritual message, heeded by the true explorer or artist, is to open our eyes and see beyond what we have been told exists. It is my fervent hope that by showing adults how the mind and spirit can heal the body and make life worthwhile, I can help us, as parents, raise a generation of children programmed to be loving and healthy. Too many children get everything they want and nothing they need. The message to whisper in your child's ear is simply, "I love you unconditionally," not if you get an A or become a doctor. Life is full of hurdles, but whatever happens, you'll overcome. The whole world must confront the same issues, for nuclear weapons threaten the world as cancer threatens the individual. If we decide to love, we have a much greater chance of surviving. If we love, we will control the few who are comfortable being killers. As Gandhi said, we must not kill our enemies, but kill their desire to kill. In India, the story is told of a holy man who stayed in his monastery when an army was advancing through the area and killing all the holy men. When a general said, "Don't you know I can thrust my sword into your stomach?" he replied, "Don't you know I can place my stomach around your sword?" If we love enough, we become invulnerable, and we can place our stomachs around the sword and save the world. In India, there is also the traditional saying, "When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced." Live your life in such a manner that when you die, the world cries, and you rejoice. If we can live in accordance with that simple teaching, we will survive as individuals, and the world will survive as well. Gandhi's teacher Muktananda remarked that Sanskrit has no word for exclusion. When we can kill our own desire to kill and learn to exclude no one, the world will change, and we will return from whence we came, from the energy that chose to love out of its own intelligence. I often tell my patients that there are two ways to be immortal. One is to go to medical school. Doctors don't get sick and don't die. And the other is to love someone. As Thornton Wilder expressed at the end of The Bridge of San Luis Rey, "And we ourselves shall be loved for a while and forgotten. But the love will have been enough. All those impulses of love return to the love that made them. Even memory is not necessary for love. There is a land of the living and a land of the dead, and the bridge is love, the only survival, the only meaning." God has given us free will to make love and life meaningful. This creates a critical risk because we now have the ability to destroy our universe if we choose not to love. However, it is only in this critical time that the archetype of the miracle can appear. When one believes in love and miracles, divine intervention can occur. We have an infinite number of choices ahead, but a finite number of endings. There are destruction and death, or love and healing. If we choose the path of love, we save ourselves and our universe. Let us choose love and life. Thank you. I would like to give you a short example of the type of relaxation and guided imagery that we normally utilize and which is contained in the book. Find a comfortable place to sit down or lie down, and just begin to breathe deeply. Take a deep breath of peace, of life, and breathe out your conflicts and fears. And when you're ready, let your eyes close slowly. And then let a wave of peace move down through your body, relaxing the neck and jaw muscles and shoulder muscles. You might even give it a color and just let the peace move down through your body, repeating a word like peace or relax with each breath. And just settle down. And then I'd like you to remember back to your school days. The blackboard covered with writing and chalk, and the teacher picking up a big sponge and washing the board clean. And I'd like you to erase the blackboard of your mind, clearing it of all thoughts and conflicts and troubles. Because I'm going to take you to the middle of nowhere, to your corner of the universe. A safe place that you'll create for yourself with its vivid textures, aromas, sounds, and feelings. And be aware of all the vivid colors that surround you. And find yourself entering this scene and sitting down or lying down and taking a moment to help make yourself well. If there is any disease present within your body, see your treatment and your immune system eliminating that disease. And then fill your body with light and love. And if there is no disease present, just fill your body with light and love. And take these moments to help make yourself well. And when you've completed that, I'd like you to follow my voice again and build a bridge between your universe and ours. It'll connect with a path that represents your path. Through fields and meadows, by streams and ponds and mountains. And build that bridge. And be aware as you build it what kind of a connection you have with the universe. What kind of a bridge is there in terms of strength and distance and width? Because it's a bridge that you communicate across. And then walk across the bridge and start on your path, feeling it beneath your feet, being aware of the sunlight and the shade, perhaps a breeze. And find a lovely place where you'd like to plant a seed. And dig up the soil and plant it. And then become that seed. And put down roots to give you strength and firmness and stability. And the strength to push against obstacles so that you can break out into the sunlight. And feel the strength of your trunk and limbs as you grow and bloom. Watch yourself become a beautiful flower. Unique, authentic, individual, and beautiful as you are. And the softness of the petal, the aroma, the color. Allow yourself to grow and bloom and blossom. And when you have completed that, again, follow my voice. And find another quiet place to stretch out in a meadow. And take a moment to become small enough to enter your own body. And go through your body, opening every cell to light and love, creating a harmony amongst the organs. Walking down the corridors of your brain and entering the rooms and clearing the shelves of old junk. And making changes and adjustments to help your immune system and circulation. And just go through your body and repair it. Create the person you would like to be. And when you have completed that, take a look at yourself in the mirror and look out of the mirror at yourself and listen to what the mirror has to say and what you have to say. And when you have heard and learned all that is to be said, come together and embrace yourself. Give yourself the love and affection you deserve. And then become one with yourself again. And let that one again become aware of my voice and your breathing and the pressures against your body where you may be sitting or lying down. And let each breath bring you back a little more alert and a little more at peace with each breath. Until when you're ready, you return to the room, alert and awake, yet at peace, when you are ready. Beginning now.